In the film, one fast move, you run a motorcycle shop, and it's very clear that your character cares about every person who walks in the door. What did you like most about this role?
Oh, it was, something I'm very grateful for. It's a simple role. It's a guy who's just trying to live his life after making a ton of mistakes that you learn a little bit about as the story evolves. But he's got a lot of backstory that is very dark and difficult to take. At the same time, he deals with people with kindness and respect. And even though it's inside of a world that is kind of fast, and especially when it comes to the kind of racing that they do. And my character, Abel, was one of the great racers. And, he befriends and takes under his wing the father, Dean, which is Eric Dane's character. Dean, he takes him and helps him become one of the world's best racers, and ending up getting into an accident and destroying his back and finding it very difficult to race and competitively like he used to. And then all of a sudden, out of years of understanding his life, Dean has to understand that he's got a kid. And the woman that he left was pregnant the time he left, and so he never knew the child. And all of a sudden, the child comes walking into his life. And boy, that's when you really start to understand what it means to face your realities and what you've done with when karma comes forward.
Yeah, yeah, and KJ Appa plays the son, and they have a very strained relationship, like you were speaking to. And there's scenes where they're frustrated with each other, but they kind of take it out on you. So, how was it filming those scenes where you were kind of in the crossfire there of their frustrations?
I understand their realities. It's not like I'm not aware of how difficult it is what they're going through, because my realities got me to the point of where I had to go through them myself, but not in the same way. But my past is, well, you learn a little bit about it. I have some scenes with KJ, who plays Wes, and the boy, and we have some really wonderful scenes together. And as I do with Dean, played by Eric Dane, all the acting in this is really, really strong, very strong. And Maya Rafiko plays a great role as the love interest, and she's got her own problem. Everybody is dysfunctional, and the world is a dysfunctional world. Like, who wants to ride over 200 miles an hour around curves and going competitively against other people who are trying to race and win? And who does that? I mean, you say, well, Formula One race drivers. Yeah, but Formula One race drivers are in a car. You're talking about motorcycles, and you're talking about speeds that are competitive to car racing. And, it's a big difference between riding on a car and riding on a bike.
Yeah,
And
and you know some of that. You used to ride motorcycles when you were younger too, right?
yes, I did. I rode when I was young, but I quit at a young age too. I stopped when I was 25 and I had my first child. I stopped smoking and I stopped riding motorcycles because I had lost friends on motorcycles. They had been killed, and it's not a sport that you should take lightly. It's a wonderful sport, and you'll see in the movie that it's amazing that the athleticism of these characters, of the people who do this, is unbelievable. And once you start seeing, you just go, oh my God, how in the world do you do this? How do you learn how to do this? And then you go from there.